I wondered why somebody didn't do something. Then I realized I am somebody.
Our responsibility to Kenya does not stop at providing electrical power. It goes far beyond that. We are turning our ability to provide power into an ability to empower. We believe in the future of this country, and as such, we are always looking for opportunities to make a difference.
How would you go about changing the world? Start leading today. Change one person at a time. You do not need to know everything to start. Satisfaction is not always found in money. Pick up the impossible of today and make it possible. Life Lessons from One Young World, a global youth leadership summit bringing together over 1,300 delegates aged 30 years and below from more than 170 countries who have already demonstrated their leadership potential. The event is held annually and gives young people of all nations and walks of life a global platform to develop their leadership skills and to share their ideas on how to support their communities for a better tomorrow. One Young World Summit 2012 took place in Pittsburgh, USA from the 18th to the 22nd of October. 1,200 delegates from 183 countries attended. It has had inspirational counselors like Archbishop Desmond Tutu, Bob Geldof, Kofi Annan, and Joss Stone. And in line with Kenya Power's commitment to being socially responsible, the company sponsored 10 young delegates. They were selected following a challenging process where they vied for the coveted sponsorship with more than 1,000 other young Kenyans.
The opportunity gave the country's young people a privilege to be heard in the World Summit and return home with valuable insights to positively contribute on issues affecting the country. By sponsoring the event, Kenya Power offered the youth the opportunity to attend the forum as a practical way of contributing to the growth of the country's leadership capacity. The young leaders will not only be good ambassadors for the company, but also affect change through real-time, locally impactful, globally relevant projects that inspire their peers and the country's leaders to seek a better future.
During the summit, the agenda for action decided by the young delegates focused on 7 key issues impacting the world today. They gave their pledges to take personal responsibility in being involved and improving these issues. Transparency and integrity. Why is corruption so hard to fight?
We, the One Young World ambassadors, pledge to take personal responsibility for educating children, communities, and corporations about the damaging effects of corruption and the need for transparency.
Education. Why can't every child read?
We, the One Young World ambassadors, pledge to take personal responsibility for improving literacy in our communities.
Global business. What is the new corporate social responsibility?
We, the One Young World ambassadors, pledge to create employment opportunities for young people.
Health. Why do we allow the physically disabled to be socially disabled?
We, the One Young World ambassadors, pledge to improve facilities in our environment so that those with disabilities have access to equal opportunities.
Human rights. Who is responsible for upholding human rights?
We, the One Young World ambassadors, pledge to take personal responsibility for improving the rights of an oppressed minority in our community.
Leadership and governance. Why will this generation do a better job?
We, the One Young World ambassadors, pledge to take personal responsibility for the development of other young leaders in the organizations in which we play a part.
Sustainable development. What is the new green?
We, the One Young World ambassadors, pledge to personally contribute to the One Young World Global Statement in order to create consensus on the elimination of fossil fuel subsidies.
Samson Aluda opened a secondary school, Moonlight Center School for Impoverished Children, in 2009. He teaches math, physics, and English, and the other school teachers are mostly university students who volunteer their time. He also helped to create the Kibera Peace and Reconciliation for Development in 2010 that brings individuals from the community together to look at issues affecting the people and empowering the youth.
I was able to attend the 2012 One Young World Summit in Pittsburgh, United States of America. I was given the full sponsorship by Kenya Power due to my outstanding activity in the community. I was in secondary school. I went to here in Kibera. I attended Rail Education Center, but due to problems, school fee and other basic needs I couldn't afford, and I had no one to give me, so I had to drop for some time. And after dropping, I went back to Satellite. I joined another school called Uticas, and that's when I was able to finish, having taken about 6 years in secondary. So when I finished and I passed, I was admitted at Kenyatta University. But before then, I thought there are other people who could be going through the same circumstance and situation like me. So I called my fellow university students and other friends, and I told them we can now go back to the community and at least give back. So the school began in 2009 as a way to give back and to help those who might be going through the same situation. So we come together, a group of university students, and those who are in colleges, they come to teach. We have like two from Nairobi Uni, 2 from KU, another one from Kenya Poly, and other like Form 4s who can deliver, those who finished and those who feel like they can help in teaching. My dream is to have every child, regardless of the situation, to the financial status or the social status, getting education. And my dream is in 10 years from now, every child must get education. That is my passion, and I know it will come to pass.
Kashyap Gohel was the proud Kenyan flag bearer at the One Young World Summit held in 2012. He has taken part in many service projects, including beach cleanup, plays as a means of fundraising, and tree planting.
To help is not wrong, as in it's part of human nature. So without expecting any reward, I started helping people with their projects. I tried out a few of mine, and just wonderfully, just by chance, I saw the advert in the newspaper and decided, why not? As in, let me just give it a shot.
Cash symbolizes and represents all of the wonderful leadership characteristics that we cherish here at the Aga Khan Academy. He's a role model. He wants to give back to Kenya. He thinks outside the box. He's caring. He's compassionate. He shows real strong leadership. So when Cash came to me telling me that he wanted to become a candidate for One Young World, I was very happy to write a letter of recommendation for him, because again, he symbolizes all of the wonderful characteristics that we need in Kenya with young leadership.
Now that I'm back, I really want to start this project where I sufficiently provide arid areas with water, providing from seawater to irrigate those lands and provide a higher chance of productivity for food so that it can support the growth population that we have. So I want to strive to give the other people the same chance that I got. So that kind of drives me every day, that to help people reach where they're supposed to be.
Kizia Filbert, founder of a non-profit organization in 2010 called Sponsor a Child Kenya, reaches out to sponsor different children through education, healthcare, feeding the hungry, stopping child abuse, and childcare. During the summit, he was awarded a $5,000 grant for the best philanthropy idea. His idea is to construct 250 blackboards per year, targeting rural Kenya that will benefit over 12,600 children.
After my research, I noticed that it's possible to take care of children out of a children's home context. So this is why Sponsor Child Kenya provides communal-based care. We reach to the less fortunate children where they are at that time when they need us. We be it a response to secure them from things like child abuse, things like child labor, or just empowering children through education. I think I'm one of the biggest beneficiaries in this sponsorship that came from Kenya Power. To me, giving a vision to children is not just treating them for eye problems. It's about giving them something they can read something from, which is necessary a blackboard. And right now what I find very easy to do to the portable, to give the portable blackboards, because in the rural areas you might think you are going to put a wall for the blackboard, but then you will not find the wall. So there are some places where children still go to school under trees. So what's important there is give them a blackboard, and that is a portable blackboard. At One Young World, it gave me the power to network, to meet the people I wanted to meet. Like for the first time I noticed it's very beautiful going to a foreign country, meeting dignitaries that you did not believe when you were born. You always look at them on TV and say, when I grow up I want to be like so and so, and then you come to meet them, you find them focusing on doing the same thing that you are doing. So One Young World opened up ways for me, and in the mingling with a lot of people, I also gathered other international volunteers, and within something like 2 minutes I formed my international board of directors that supports Sponsor Child Kenya to date.
After each summit, the One Young World ambassadors continue working on their own initiatives or lend the power of their network to those already in existence, or many return to their companies and set about creating change from within. Over the years, almost 4 million people have been directly impacted by the work of One Young World ambassadors. Currently, there are more than 125 projects and initiatives involving in excess of 100 countries.
Kenya Power does not just supply power, it's also giving people a way of achieving their dreams. I would not have done anything like this without Kenya Power.
Remember, you are that somebody who can make a positive contribution, making a difference in the world you and I live in.